Okay, hi everyone. Day 12 of the 30-day Smile Challenge. We're almost half through, and today it's gonna be a little bit serious because there's no playing around anymore. We're half through almost. So I'd like to first of all just repeat what we said yesterday, because yesterday's message was really a strong one. It was actually a way to change unwanted behaviors, to change unwanted moods or fears, whatever you have, whatever you wanted to change, just by actually deciding, just by taking that action of making the decision inside your mind, and then choosing a path, choosing the direction you want to go, and then actually make it happen. Take that action to say, yes, I want to be there, I want to go there, I want to make that change. So in case you haven't seen yesterday's message, just go back. It's either on YouTube or on several Facebook pages. I have it on the group Facebook page called 30-Day Smile Challenge. I have it on my business page, which is called Mind Your Power. It's a page. And also I have it on my personal page, which is called, well, Mona Abdul Rahim Santal, which is my name. So you can follow the videos on all three pages. So please, if you haven't seen yesterday's, just go back and look at it. And this is actually the time where you have to make a commitment. You don't have to, but if you want to, just make a commitment for yourself. Just decide, what is it that you actually want to do? What is it that you actually want to change? And stick to it and go with that one issue that you'll decide on today or you did yesterday, and just follow through the steps that we're going to do for the next 2 weeks on that issue. So when you've got your issue, when you've made up your mind, when you've done what we did yesterday, namely just say, okay, I'm gonna do it. Yes, give yourself that kickstart and take charge over your life. Take that control, take that remote control into your hand that you had given to whoever. We give control to our parents, our friends, our family members, to the weather, to the country we live in, to the economy of the country we live in, to our mother-in-laws, to whatever it is. So we take back that charge and say, yes, this is the direction I want to go in, and then make that change. So today, continuing and going further on this, one of the very, very important components of actually emotional intelligence. That's a big topic I love to work with. How do you recognize an emotional intelligent person? Well, there are many components to it, and one of the really important ones is self-motivation. Someone who is actually able to motivate himself, to create for himself a sense of drive, to know where he's heading, and to keep reminding himself and pushing himself in that direction. So for that self-motivation, well, what better than someone who smiles at you, right? What better than someone who says, yes, you're on the right track. Yes, who gives you that push. So that person who's going to motivate you, that person who's tapping you on the shoulder and saying, yeah, you're doing a great job, that is you. Because you are with yourself 24 hours a day. You are the one who can give yourself the most motivation. Plus, what we call intrinsic motivation, that means the motivation that comes from you, is way stronger than any motivation coming from someone else. So let's say someone tells you, do this because, let's say your doctor says you have to stop smoking because it's better than your health, better for your health. That would be an extrinsic motivation, something coming from outside, or someone telling you what to do. But if you feel it from the inside, if you are willing to do something, if you are feeling that push from the inside, you're motivating yourself because something is in it for yourself, and that's what you're going after. The thing that is good for you, and you are feeling it, you're seeing it, you know it, you feel it in your guts, you rationally can think of it. Everything is right. This is what you're pursuing. This is the motivation that you want. And once you find that inner motivation, you can push yourself. So, going back to our smile, someone who is self-motivated can encourage himself, can actually smile at himself and say, "Good job. You're doing everything right. You are on the right track, and we'll reach there. We'll get there." So yes, after you've done all the right steps, after you have decided where you want to go, well, first of all, after you've become aware of where you are, and then secondly, where you want to go, and after you've taken that first step of action, keep that smile with you, keep that self-motivator in you working. And for those who have ever had sessions with me, you will know this because I use it in so many sessions for others. I'd like you just for a moment, just to imagine now. And if you want, just close your eyes with that because it's easier to imagine. Just imagine yourself as a 1-year-old, around one. That age where you actually wanted to get up from your knees, get up on your feet and start walking. That age where you decided to just want to reach all those high places that the adults are reaching. And that day where you actually started trying to get up on your feet. So just imagine for a moment that day, and you're grabbing onto something. It might be a chair, a table, or a hand of someone. And you're pulling yourself up to stand. And boom, you fall, right? But there is a part of you and something inside of you that knows you can do it. And that part makes you hold on again to whatever you're holding on to and pull yourself up again. And boom, you fall again. Now, you keep trying and trying, and imagine that. Just keep imagining you're that small boy or girl, and you really want that because you know you can do it. And you try a third time and a fourth time and a 10th time and a 20th time. And I don't know how many times you tried, 50, 100 or more. And now imagine the day where you're actually trying again, holding on to something again. That table, that chair, that hand of someone. And you're pulling yourself up. And you let go of that something. And you're actually standing. The first time in your life you're actually standing on your feet. And you might put one foot in front of the other and make your very, very first step in your life. Just imagine that moment and feel what you're feeling in that moment. Feel that power. Feel that achievement. Feel that pride. Feel that feeling of, yes, I did it. And now, just play with me for a moment and allow that you of today to go back and stand next to that small you. Look at yourself. Actually hold your small you's hand. Look into those eyes of that proud, happy, content child that has had so much motivation, and who did it, who made it, who achieved what he or she wanted to. Look into that child's eyes. And you know what? Promise that little child to always keep it alive in you. Promise that little you to keep him or her reminding you every day of that inner strength, of that trust in your abilities. And thank that little child, that inner you, for showing you and reminding you that you were born with that ability to actually pursue what you really want to do, that you have the strength. Even if you fell 100 times, even if the things you started or tried doing didn't work out for 1 time, 10 times, 50 times, you know that you can always do it. So allow that small child in you that maybe was forced to shut up with all your limiting self-talk. Allow that small child to remind you every day of that power that you have, of the inner strength that you have, and of the capabilities and the trust in yourself. Feel that strength, and if you closed your eyes, open them again, feeling that, and allow that inner motivator, that inner power to accompany you for the rest of this month and the rest of your life. Smile to it. Feel the power of the smile as you smile at yourself. Don't forget that smile is linked to something in your brain saying yes. And I'll see you tomorrow.